I wasn't exactly going for a military biography, but okay. You're an Alliance CAG. What are you doing here on the Sunrider? Go wherever my duties require me to, ma'am. A long way from home, at least. Alright, well... You're on board this ship, but... we need to lay out some ground rules, obviously. Can't have her trying to obey Alliance regulations while on board a Syrah ship. Don't forget this isn't an Alliance vessel. We have our own rules. Understood, sir. You're dismissed, Lieutenant. First Officer Crescentia will help get you moved in. Just come this way. Okay. Want to give talkie now? Say a saga. Both of you, apparently. Oh, it's the captain. Good evening, Captain. Our next battle will be the biggest one yet. How are you two holding up? Don't worry about a thing. Chigara and I will do our best. How about you, Chigara? It's a little hard digesting because I'm so nervous, but I think I'll be alright. No, Chigara. You gotta eat before a fight, or else you're gonna run out of energy. Saga's right. Aw, nom. Sorry, Captain. I haven't really been sleeping well lately, ever since we left for Uvia. It's frightening to finally meet the Venkazar in person. But don't be scared, Chigara. We'll take him down together. Who do you think he is underneath that mask? That is the million-credit question now, isn't it? He was the former slave who led the Pact Rebellion against the new Empire, right? I heard some rumors from my father's advisors that the man who claims to be Arcadius now might actually be a different person, though. Why do you suppose he always wears that mask, Captain? It might make the Venkazar appear immortal. Even if Arcadius dies somehow, then a different person could just take up the mask and carry on like nothing ever happened. An immortal leader, huh? I remember the ancient Ryuvian kings poured billions into researching immortality. Even though they couldn't succeed, research led to some crazy breakthroughs for anti-aging facial creams. Eva might be interested. You wouldn't happen to have some now, would you? I think the last stores of it were depleted decades ago. Shame. Still, I'd love to see who's underneath that mask. I'd be the one to finally tear it off. One day, Asaga. One day. Okay. Now, these three are all chilling in the same place, apparently. Does that mean we get them all at once? Oi, I'm not going to let you touch my phoenix. Sisolda, your rider is in violation of at least 14 different Alliance safety regulations. In its current condition, I cannot allow it to fly with the rest of the squad. Oh, that's going to go down well. What's going on here? And Shields, I was informing Miss Isolde that her rider is a potential safety hazard. What's wrong with it? The only thing wrong with it is that I cut through the damned red tape the Alliance puts around everything. Okay, gotta be honest, I am seeing precisely zero problems with that. Cut all of the red tape. Good. And the Solar Congress is in the Carium's lobby's pockets even, All Alliance riders need to have exhaust ports made with carium, even though pretty much the whole galaxy knows heratium works just as well and is lighter. The mercenary fails to point out that heratium shatters into 1,000 razor-sharp fragments when it explodes, while carium splinters into harmless strings. Then you cannot allow such a danger to exist on your hangar bay. Safety of your pilots is at stake here. I've used heratium all my life, and I never had problems with it. It's just the damn propaganda spread by the carium lobby make the galaxy buy an obsolete good that should have been kicked off the market ages ago. If the Solar Congress actually let people decide what to buy instead of getting bullied by cartel interests, then everyone would know heratium is stronger, lighter, and more efficient. Well, to be perfectly honest, we know Akari. We've worked with her for a while. We just met you. Plus, bureaucracy and red tape should be thrown in the bin anyways. Your concerns have been noted and subsequently disregarded. Understood, sir, but you'll excuse me if I steer clear of the Phoenix while it is doing its burn tests on the hangar floor. Don't come back to me begging for heratium when the Phoenix leaves your paladin in the dust during the battle. Well then, I do believe I have more work to do. May I be dismissed, Captain? You're dismissed, Lieutenant. Sir. Good riddance. Who does she think she is, coming on board this ship and bossing everyone around? I mean, that could have gone better. Still, at least our new arrival's not starting anything. Too major. Chigara, what's up? Calibrating the Liberty for the big day? I was just finishing up. You haven't been looking so well lately. Still not sleeping well? I'm sorry, I hope I won't be a burden during the battle. You're still the best engineer we've got. Get some rest. The Venkazar's voice, I feel like it's ringing in my head. It calls out to me like a siren song. Hey, relax. You've been under a lot of stress lately. I'm sorry, Captain. I must sound crazy. No, you just sound stressed. Chill. I'm thinking of what happened on Diode lately. You mean the catastrophe? Yes. Do you want to talk about it? If it's not too much trouble, I was just finishing up with the Liberty here. Come on, I have a tea set in my office. Here, take your pick. All these brews are from Syrah. Thank you, Captain. Make yourself at home, Chigara. I never imagined Syrah Command would give me such a nice office. I guess the Sunrider's pretty cutting edge in more ways than one. I heard from the reports that nobody made it off the Diode catastrophe alive. Guess they forgot to count one survivor. Yes. Diode was a strange world in a former binary star system where one of the suns had collapsed in a black hole. Obviously of no interest to anyone but scientists. My father was the lead scientist on the Paradox Project. I was actually born on the science station on Diode. The Paradox Project? We are seeking the holy grail of scientific technology, the power to control time. Dun dun dun! Go boot up Dragon Ball Z and watch the Trunks movie. That'll tell you how to control time. Imagine a device which lets you return to the past and redo your life, or which allowed you to restore yourself after you were killed, or which even allowed you to remove your enemies before they were even born. Not even the ancient Ryuvians discovered that power, or else they'd still be alive today. Well, If I'm being completely honest, that sort of technology sounds dangerous. More so than most things. Captain, technology is only as good as the person wielding it. In the right hands, technology like that could save billions of lives. I mean, academically speaking, I know that she's right. It still sounds far too risky to have around, though. It might even mark the next stage of human evolution. With such technology, wars, famine, and even human conflict would be mooted. That, or we just end up fighting each other all over the past, present, and future to try and secure exclusive rights to said technology, is the alternative to that. And more likely, as far as I'm concerned. The power to control time would mark a new phase in our existence as a species, where we manipulate not 3 dimensions, but 4. So what happened to the Paradox Project? Something went wrong with the project. We accidentally opened a black hole in orbit around the planet, destroying our research station and most of Diode in the process. Luckily, I managed to get away on an escape pod. The rest of the team weren't so lucky. Both my parents died in the accident. As far as I know, I was the only survivor. Wait. Back up a second. How did you open a black hole on a planet? It's kind of complicated, but 2 super dense particles must have collided with each other during the experiment at such speeds as to create a singularity. The resulting particle would be so dense as to tear a hole in the space-time continuum or open what is commonly called a black hole. There's only one possible outcome after something like that happened. Our research station was slowly devoured by the black hole. Luckily, I just happened to be standing right next to the escape pods. Everyone else wasn't so lucky. I saw with my own eyes the entire planet crumbling under the massive gravitational forces as I escaped. While the planet was luckily uninhabited, it was still terrifying, seeing the power of what we had accidentally unleashed that day. It was life-changing. Do you know what went wrong? There's no explanation why a black hole should have formed. We had so many safeguards. Something like that was simply theoretically impossible. I've rerun computerized tests of what we did thousands of times. Everything worked exactly as it was supposed to. I don't have a scientific explanation as to why something so horrible happened. But there's only one explanation left. What happened on Diode was the work of sabotage. Someone on our team must have betrayed us. Betrayal? What would someone stand to gain by killing a team of scientists? I don't know. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm just rambling again. Well, if rambling helps you, then by all means, ramble away. Thought about what happened so many times. Our calculations, they were so perfect. There's no way we... Keep searching, Chigara. Black holes don't just pop up and swallow planets for no other reason. There's got to be a cause. And if I'm being completely honest, now you've got me interested. I want to know what happened. Yes, Captain. Well, I'm very sorry to hear about all of that. Yes. I never want to see the people around me die again. I'll do my best to protect this ship. Of course, Chigara. We'll do everything in our power to make sure nobody has to die. Yes, Captain. Counting on you. The tea was delicious. Really? My sister got them for me. I'm feeling better now. I'm glad to have you as our captain. Try not to let you down. Thank you for having me over. You must have other matters to attend to. It's my pleasure, Chigara. You can knock on my door anytime you need me. Maybe I will. Goodbye. Okay. Well, now go on to the one that I'm pretty sure will advance the plot. Or maybe not. All of them are up the bridge. Oh. The plot will be that one, but Ava is probably having drama going on. Is helping the soldier girl move in. All done. By the way, I think you should take a look at this. I took the liberty of looking a bit deeper into our lieutenant's service records on the Alliance. And, well, I found a slight discrepancy. Her records indicate she served on the Montesquieu 2 days before it was officially commissioned. Oh, that is interesting. Are we looking at another Claude situation here? I bloody hope not. It could have been nothing, but after what happened with Claude, got Chigara to take another look at it. She discovered that the lieutenant's record had been wiped clean and rewritten with new data. As far as Chigara can tell, she doesn't even think the Montesquieu is a real ship. So what are you saying, exactly? An ace pilot with a fake profile, serving on board a ship that doesn't exist? That sounds like something only Alliance Spec Ops would do. I see. So the Admiral sent a spy to keep an eye on us. Why am I not surprised? Should have known. Our new pilot's probably the Admiral's spy, sent to keep tabs on us just in case. Doesn't look like the Alliance quite trusts us yet, does it? Want me to keep an eye out for her? Yes, definitely. But I guess on a short leash. If she does anything suspicious, tell me immediately. Understood, Captain. She so much as sneezes suspiciously, I'll make a log of it. I mean, you don't have to go restricting her movement or anything. Just record the suspicious stuff she does, okay? And these two are on the bridge also, apparently. Chigara. Sure if we're allowed to be here, Asaga. It's all for the sake of the ship, Chigara. What are you two doing here? Captain! Don't break our cover, Captain. Isn't the spy? You mean the lieutenant? Who else? You wouldn't have been spreading rumors about her, would you, Asaga? Oh, no. Not sure I believe you, to be honest. Might have warned some of the crew who were eating with me in the lounge about the Admiral's mole, but nothing more. Sorry, Captain, I accidentally let slip to Asaga. You know everyone can tell you're here. See, look at Ava glaring at you from across the bridge, Asaga. I think you have a lecture coming later. Ugh. Well then, I think the two of us will be going back to the hangar. Tune up our riders, practice a bit on the simulator. You know, pilot-y stuff. Yeah, I think so too, and I also don't think you'll be avoiding that lecture by doing this. See you. Sorry about this, Captain. Yeah, that figures. Anyways, let's head to the bridge again. Do the thing that will probably advance the plot. Well, Lieutenant, brief me on the situation. Sir, as you know, we have 5 packed fleets approaching Far Port. Our mission objective is to hold this planet until our reinforcements arrive. What's the ETA on the Alliance fleets? The first fleet is approximately 2 days out. The third, fourth, and sixth fleets will not arrive for another 3 days. With Pact liable to strike any time, will be heavily outgunned in the coming battle. Based on our numbers, I don't think this is a battle we can win head on. What are our options? Farport may be a tactically pivotal world, but it is largely uninhabited. We could try scattering the Alliance fleet around the planet and picking off the Pact fleet with hit-and-run tactics. With no risk of civilian casualties on the planet, we could draw the battle out until the rest of our ships arrive. With all due respect, Commander, such a plan involves the risk of the Pact fleet bypassing us altogether and warping deeper into populated Alliance space. Alliance Command has ordered us all to keep Pact contained at Farport at all costs. Pact won't be able to warp out an armada that size easily, and facing a Pact fleet that large with our current forces would be suicide. Looks like we're in quite a bind. Well, here we are, in the opening battle of the Alliance-Pact War. How are you feeling, Eva? Hopelessly outnumbered and outgunned? Facing a far superior force with minimal backup and no hope of reinforcements arriving on time, all for a naive schoolboy cause? Feels like one of our old summer vacations all over again. Yeah, I should have seen that one coming, honestly. I thought you'd forgotten everything about those days. Not everything. Why didn't you ever respond to my messages after you left? I was busy. Heh. I figured as much. Moved on, I went to space, and you stayed home. It's not like it could have lasted forever. Nothing's set in stone unless you let it stay that way. Captain. Yes? Still waiting for you to complete that stack of paperwork on your desk. Oh. Ooh. Eee. Viewing your camera footage again. Captain shows up at about the 61-minute mark. Oh, right there. Claude teasing Chigara. This is not going to end well. There's our man. And giving Claude access to a camera that we're present on, that only implies tragedy. Yes, what she said. What are you two doing? I don't know what you've seen that loser, Chigara. He's just a little schoolboy. Then he's always doing what's best for the crew. There's something lonely about him. Must miss his home. Maiden love. Alright, we've got to hook you up with a wild night at the Stardust to turn you into a real woman. Some pumping bass and hard drink should blow that innocence from your head. Stop it. You're hopeless. I mean, hard-ass mercenary pirate hybrid she might be, but I like Ikari. More than her, at any rate. You better make your move fast, Chigara, so I'm going to snatch him away before you. Ooh, sniffle, sniffle. Changing the subject, what's that spy doing in the recording? I don't remember ever seeing this part. Wait a minute, isn't that? Even in a situation like this, Ava's still making me do the paperwork, huh? Thought I could get away with it until after the battle. She's always just way too uncompromising. One day I'm going to have to take her to shore leave and show her how to actually relax. Captain, we need you in the hangar. Kari, what's the matter? The Alliance mole's been tampering with our systems. You've got to arrest her. I'll be right down. Should have known better than to trust you. What's going on here? Got the spy snooping on the Sunrider's core controls, now trying to copy our core schematics into that little data drive she's hiding. An unfortunate misunderstanding, Captain. I was merely running a diagnostic on the ship's performance specs so I could formulate our tactical plan for the coming battle.